All right, hello folks. Welcome to the first video for Yak Math videos of 2017. I'm going to say thank you to this semester's primary sponsors, Chinatown here in Litchfield and Coffee Espresso. All right, guys, this was the quiz that I used last year for 7-1 to 7-3. Your quiz is on Friday. 1 through 6 says solve the proportion for x. So if we're going to solve the proportion, folks, it's all about cross multiplying. 5 times 10 gives you 50. 50 equals x times 8, which is 8x. Divide both sides by 8. You're going to get 6 1/4 for all our Boston friends. All right, 5 times x here equals 3 times 22. Time for that old calculadora, sponsored by TI-84 Plus Silver Edition. 66 divided by 5 is 13.2. All right, guys, on this next one, 5 times 10, 50 is equal to 4 times the quantity of x plus 3. Make sure to use distribution. You get 4x plus 12. Subtract 12 from both sides. 38 is 4x. Divide by 4. X is 9.5. All right, here, number 4. Same thing, cross multiply. Oh, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong one here. 8 times 12 is 96, is equal to 4 times the quantity x plus 8. If you want to do that distribution right away, that's fine. 4x plus 32, subtract. Get 64 is 4x. X is 16. And we got 2 more here. Cross multiply, you got 5x is equal to 10 times this quantity of x minus 3. So you got 5x is equal to 10x minus 30. That is a 10. Subtract 10x from both sides. You're going to have a negative 5x equals negative 30. X is a positive 6. Negative divided by negative is positive. Here you got 5 times x. 5x is equal to 10 times the quantity, 2x minus 1. So 5x is equal to 20x minus 10. Again, subtract 20x from both sides. Negative 15x equals negative 10. Divide both sides always by what's attached to x. First off, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. 10 over 15 is 2/3, or 0.6 repeating, 0.6 repeating. All right, folks, given the following similar figures, find the values of the variables. A, B, C is equal to D, F. So that means that this 3x here, angle F, is going to be the same thing as angle C. Last angle equals last angle. So 3x is equal to 60. 3x equals 60. That means x is 20. Then this section brought to you by Glade. Plug it in time. When you get x is 20, plug 20 in for x right there. So it's going to be 20 over 2, which is 10. 10 plus 30. 10 plus 30 is 40. All right, so that's 40 degrees. So you do 40 plus 60 plus y equals 180, or y is the same thing as 180 minus the sum of 40 and 60. Y is 80, 80. All right? Guys, on this one, PQR, so the big triangle is similar to the SRT, the small triangle. All right, so I'm going to correspond the bases. 3.5 is the small triangle base, so 3.5 corresponds with 10. 3.5 over 10 is equal to, the right side of the small triangle is x. The right side of the big triangle is 6. Cross multiplication time, you get 10x. 3.5 times 6 is 21. Divide by 10, just move the decimal over 1. You get 2.1. X is 2.1 on that one. All right. Take a look here at the next page. Use the diagram to solve the following. All right. DFG is similar to HKM. So let's take a look. Find the measure of angle F. So first off, angle F would correspond with angle K. All right, and D would correspond with H. So if D is 60, H is 60. G, the last one, correspond with the last one here. G and M correspond with each other, so that's 70. All right, so first, you don't really need to know that to figure out F. Just do 180 minus the sum of those two. That's really Easy question. All right, angle F is going to be 50 degrees. Now, if angle F is 50 degrees, F was the middle angle, it's going to be the same as angle K. K is also going to be 50. All right, find the length of HM. HM is 60 to 70. HM first to last would correspond with DG. So we can call this 5. 5 over HM needs a variable. We're going to call it x. 5 over x is going to equal, what else am I given? I'm given 6 df, the first two, equals 6 over df is going to correspond with hk, the first two there. Hk is 9, cross multiply, 6x equals 45. X is 7.5. All right. Find the measure of angle M. Well, we kind of did that work. Measure of angle M would be 70 degrees. And lastly, GF. Find the length of GF. GF here, I'm not going to call X. I already had X. I'm going to call it Y. GF, or FG, the middle two there would correspond with KM. KM. So Y over 8.4 is my first one. Y over 8.4 is equal to, I started with this triangle, so I got to start here, is equal to 6 over, I used that ratio before, I can use it again. All right, cross multiply, I believe, you get 50.4. We're going to try that with the calc. 6 points, 1 second, let me grab that calc. Always be like an Eagle Scout and be prepared here, unlike me. All right, TI-84, so addition, there's the graph, you do that in Algebra 2. All right, so what do we got? I think it's 50.4. 8.4 times 6, it is 50.4, is equal to 9y. Divide both sides by 9, that should be 5.6. Divided by 9, y is 5.6. In the past, that question has been missed, along with this one too much. All right, so be careful on that. And then lastly, do have some more challenging ones from like 7.3. Solve for x, round to the nearest tenth if needed. Guys, we have a big triangle that is x and 22, and a smaller triangle that is 5 and 8. So x would correspond with 5. All right, x over 5. The big triangle's heights over the small triangle's height is equal to the big triangle's base, 22, over the little triangle's base, 8. Cross multiply, 8x is equal to 110. And divide, I believe we get 13.75 is what we should get, which technically rounds to 13.8. Again, if you wrote 7.5, that's no big deal. And the last two here, ABC is similar to EDC. All right, so what do we got? AB, 23. 23 would correspond with, AB is the first two, so it would correspond with ED. ED is 12, so 23 over 12, I'm going top over bottom, is equal to, it's got to be x here, BC. Got to use x. BC is the second two, so I got to correspond it with DC, which is 4. Cross multiply. 92 is equal to 12 times x, and that should be 7.6 repeating. Gonna type that in. 7.6 repeating. 7.7 if you want. It's repeating, just put that. That's fine. Last one here, folks. All right. The big heights, the heights of the big triangle is 16, and that corresponds with the height of the small triangle, which is x. And that equals the base of the big triangle, which is 10, over the base of the small triangle, 6. 4 is not used because 4 here, that would be involved in a not triangle, a trapezoid. So it's 10 over 6. Cross multiply, you get 96 equals 10x. X is 9.6. Folks, this is your quiz review for 7173. This is 90.9, the quadratic, signing out.